That one or that one? That one, right? Last one.
Clean the inside. Clean the inside and straighten it up. I'll for you. Oh yeah, we're one.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the Women's Asian Champions Trophy in Singapore. The match between Malaysia and Japan will start in a couple of minutes. From Malaysia, the team lineups we have number 1, Farah Yahya, 2, Nuraini Rashid, 3, Nur Aslida Said, 4, Nurul Mansur, 5, Nur Hasliza Ali, 6, Nur Sharina Shabudi, 7, Siti Rohani, 8, Juliati Bin, 10, Siti Saad, 11, Nur Azlin Sumanshi, 12, Hanis On, 13, Surizan Awang Noor, 14, Zafira Aziz, 16, Mas Azia, 17, Siti Otman, 19, Fazila Sylvester Selim, 20, Nur Faiza Muhammad Sayuti, and 21 we have Fatin Sukri. The coach from Malaysia we have Muhammad Dalma Raj. From Japan, the team lineups number 1, Megumi Kageyama, 2, Emi Nishikori, 3, Yu Asai, 4, Misa Fuji, 5, Maki Sakaguchi, 6, Natsuki Naito, 7, Ayaka Nishimura, 8, Yukari Mano, 9, Hazuki Nagai, 10, Hazuki Yuda, 11, Kana Nomura, 13, Aki Mitsuhashi, 14, Minami Shimizu, 15, Yuri Nagai, 16, Shiho Otsuka, 17, Miki Kozuka, 18, Risako Kanameshi, and 19, Ayane Hirahara. The coach for Japan is Kenji Hasebe. Umpiring for this game we have from India, Nirmala Daga, and from China, Liu Xiao Ying. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please stand for the national anthem. First up, national anthem of Malaysia. Please remain standing for the national anthem of Japan.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Women's Asian Champions Trophy. This is match 7, and it's between Malaysia and Japan. Malaysia is in pink. I beg your pardon. Malaysia is in blue, playing from right to left on your screen. Malaysia just come out of a penalty corner defense, and right now the ball is in the Japanese half. The Japanese took a very quick point of attack in the first minute of the game actually, and then they managed to get a penalty corner, but it was well defended there by the Malaysian goalkeeper Ayuni. The Malaysians are coming into this game with 3 losses. In their earlier matches, they've lost to Korea 5-2, they lost to China 3-1, and yesterday they lost to India 2-0. And for the Japanese, they have 1 draw against India at 2-all on their first day, and then they also beat China yesterday. And they beat China yesterday, and now they are in this match with a win and a draw. Japan in possession. Nice long ball to the left midfielder there, to Nagai, who failed to control the ball. The ball goes back to Malaysia. Fatin. Amarina working the ball up, trying to look for an option. A nice hard hit, but it was closed down there by Mano. The Japanese on the offensive again. Well blocked out there by Hazliza. Malaysians under pressure. The Japanese they did the same to China yesterday. They play a very high press and a very, very fast attacking game, and causing the opponents to backpedal and not allowing them much opportunity to get out of their own half. And as you can see, the Japanese are putting the pressure on the Malaysians and doing exactly the same thing as they did to China yesterday. They were just pressing at the opponents, keeping them in their own half, sometimes pushing them right down to their own quarter. Got Fatin on the ball. She's left it for Amarina, the team captain for the Malaysian team. Tries an overhead flick, but then it just goes off the sideline. Fujai. Nice long flick over there, beating 2 Malaysians and all the way to Mano. Finds a way into the D, but well closed down by the Malaysian number 10. City. And we have Nofaiza working the ball up the left flank, trying to look for an option. There was an infringement on the Japanese player, and Japan on the offensive. Nishimura being given acres of space to work the ball, 3/4 of the field. Siti Othman earning a free hit for Malaysia. Leaves it for Norazlin. Fazila trying to work the ball down the left side of the field. Unfortunate for her, she's lost control and the ball goes back to Japan. Fuji. A quick overhead pass to her number 7. Nishimura looking for an option. Does well to turn Siti Othman. The Japanese fail to connect and the ball now returns back to Malaysia's favour. Amarina trying to get her players to run into space so she can offer a pass. Siti Othman does well to get away from her marker. Safira. Umpire blows the other way, possibly for a stick check on the Japanese defender. Well stopped there by the Malaysian number 5, Hazliza. Norazlin looking for a nice pass and gets to her teammate. One thing about the Japanese team, they are very quick to take their free hits and launch the offense. And before the opponents are ready, they are already running at top speed, trying to find the goal. Alright, you got Giuliani on the left with the ball for Malaysia. Back to Amarina, team captain. Norazlin. Earns a free hit for Malaysia. Sends it right across to Giuliani, who does well to trap that ball. Good running of the ball there by Nuraini. And the ball goes to Japan. Fuji bringing the ball out, getting ready. Nice overhead pass, and she's trying to find her Japanese number 14, Shimizu. Ball a little bit too far. Sometimes when there's an overhead flick, and if it's not a very high flick, it's a very forward-moving flick. When the ball hits the ground, it tends to spin off the skid off the field, making it very difficult to trap. And if you don't catch it on after the first bounce, chances are you're not going to catch it at all. Stick check there on Mano. Mano working the ball quickly to her number 17, Kozuka, trying to look for an option. Sends it into the D and earns the second penalty corner for Japan as the ball comes off the foot of the Malaysian number 5, Hazliza. One of the hardest things to do as a defender in a semicircle is to try and keep your feet out of the way so that the ball doesn't touch your foot, because as the rule states, if any situation where the ball touches the foot of the defender within the semicircle, the umpire will award a penalty corner, which is the case right now. We've got Japan setting up their second penalty corner. Good flick there by the Japanese. We had Fuji, who actually did try to find the net, but the goalkeeper Ayuni did very well to smother that ball. And we're going to see the first green card, and that goes to Naito for that stick check, that intentional stick check foul on a Malaysian player. And Malaysia trying to find that opportunity. Fuji does well to clear the ball to the sideline. Well, now Malaysia has a chance to try and capitalize, because the Japanese for the next minute or so will be down to just 10 men. Women. Nice hard sweep there by Norazlin, but unfortunately no one on the other end to receive. Ball going back to Malaysia. Giuliani looking for Amarina. Amarina being given a chance to bring the ball up, trying to look for her number 17, Siti Othman, who was trying to deflect the ball into the Japanese semicircle, but she was closed down very, very quickly by the Japanese defender. A good attempt on reverse there. A well taken shot by the Linda, who was under pressure there from the Japanese number 5, Sakaguchi. We got Fuji trying that long overhead once again. Amarina under pressure, does well to keep the ball in possession. The Japanese has an advantage, the umpire played the advantage. Mano sends the ball into the Malaysian D. Shot at goal for Japan to the side netting. The umpire played the advantage, but one of the Japanese players, the number 15, Nagai, was appealing for a penalty corner, but the ball landed to her teammate on the left hand side of the field, Mitsuhashi, who had a shot to the side netting of the goal. Giuliani. Under pressure there. Giuliani. Well done. Good work there by the Malaysian girls. Managing to get the ball out of the tight corner over there. Fatin with the long ball. Nagai does well to keep the ball under control. Fuji. Asai. Fuji. Unfortunately, Nagai failed to stop that one. And you can see on your screen you have Otsuka Shino, who suffered an injury to her face when she played in the first game against India, and she is forced to wear a face protector just so that she doesn't recur in injury. Hanis earns a free hit for Malaysia. Nur Faiza walking the ball into the Japanese D, trying her best. She does well, but she's closed down. Hard hit there from Fuji. Nagai. Waiting for support, gets it, but unfortunately for Mitsuhashi, she didn't control the ball well enough, and the ball goes for a long corner. Nagai, good turn, gets the ball into the Malaysian D, but nothing comes of it once again. Well, there's a lot of pressure on the Malaysian defense right now, and I think the Japanese are doing an excellent job to try and keep the Malaysians in their own half. As you can see, the Japanese are playing a very high press and not giving very much space for the Malaysians to advance. Norazlin being fouled there by Mitsuhashi. Quick movement on the left side. Siti Saad trying to look for Nur Faiza. Nur Faiza trying to look for an option. Weak pass, but they managed to get it through anyway. Nur Faiza. Fazila. Quick transfer there to Hasliza. Giuliani looking for Amarina. Shot well closed down there by Shimizu, number 14 from Japan. Reverse hit by the Japanese. Number 14 trying to get the ball out of the pressure area. But the score still stands at 0-0, and we've just finished the first quarter of the game. It's been a very, very fast, exciting game so far.
Malaysia 0 and Japan 0.
And at this point, both the teams will be out for a few minutes to get a quick water break. At the same time, I'm sure their coaches will have some tactical feedback for them on how they can play the game a little different, maybe a little better, and perhaps maybe winning a goal. The style of play that Japan has adopted from the last two games that they've had with China and India hasn't changed very much. From the word go, they are putting the pressure on their opponents, trying to keep them in their own half, working the ball very quickly towards the D. In fact, trying to create short corners, penalty corners, with every opportunity that they can. And working on their short corner penalty corner set pieces, they're trying to convert them into goals. So far, the Japanese have had 2 penalty corners, and basically they are doing very, very well to keep the Malaysians out of their semicircle. The Malaysians have gotten to the Japanese semicircle a couple of times, but nothing clear, no direct shots at goal except for one where there was a quick reverse hit which their centre forward Siti Othman tried, and unfortunately she couldn't connect with the ball, and that was about the closest opportunity that Malaysia has had so far to try and put the ball in the net. We're just about to start the second quarter of the game. The score still stands at 0-0 between Malaysia and Japan. You have Japan in pink playing on from left to right of your screen, and right now I have with me our technical and tactical input from a very, very good friend of mine, Mr. Nordin Manaf, who is one of the national coaches in the Singapore hockey setup. Welcome, Nordin. So Japan trying to get the ball forward with Yuda not doing a very good job in keeping the ball in play. Fazila committing a foul. Nishimori, dangerous cross, rising shot towards the opponent, and the ball goes back to Malaysia.
Mine today with getting the 3 points, winning this game. So it's very interesting.
That's right, Nordin. They have been putting the pressure on. As you can see, they are fighting for every ball, trying to work the ball in. Shimizu earning a free hit over there. Nishimura trying to work the ball down the side, the back line, but unfortunately she lost control of the ball. And of course the ball now goes back to Giuliani, and she looks for Amarina. Amarina working a ball up on the right side of the field. Well intercepted there by Fuji. Timed her interception very, very well to steal the ball off Nur Faiza.
Yes, watching them play the last few games, I realized that their reaction is slightly faster than the rest of the team, and most of the time they will get the ball first.
Yes. Hanis on the ball, trying to look for support, but unfortunately she was overpowered by the Japanese. Nishimura. Good pressure there from Kozuka, and managed to steal the ball. Sometimes it can be a bit frustrating because when you are getting ready to stop the ball and suddenly someone comes in and takes it off you.
Yes.
There's an excellent ball there to Nur Faiza, who finds some space on the left side of the field, but unfortunately she could not do anything with it. Nishimura looking for Fuji. Fuji trying to transfer the ball off to the left side to Nomura, as the Japanese are advancing forward.
Yes, I think that's what they want to do.
Yes.
To frustrate the attackers so
Yes.
that they don't get the ball. Yeah. What the attackers opponent needs to do is to be alert and to come forward and receive the ball first.
Correct. And if they stand still in one spot and expect the ball to come, chances are the ball's going to be taken away from them.
Yep.
Fuji. Fuji seems to be their regular flicker. She's got a good powerful flick from defense, and she has been sending the ball overhead a couple of times, not just in this game but also in the earlier games. And there is an obstruction there from the Japanese number 11, Nomura. Fatid. Fazila under pressure, trying her best and does well to get the ball back. Fazila looking for options. Nobody helping, nobody running. He's trying to wait for support. Keeps the ball in possession. Does well. A good turn there by Hanis, but unfortunately she lost possession. Ouch, the ball hits Nishimura in the leg and it's a free hit now for Malaysia. Giuliani looks for Hasliza sending it across to the right side to Amarina. Amarina trying to find a way through. Good work there by Hanis, trying to turn her opponent, and wins a long corner for Malaysia. Well done, Hanis. Good control, but taken away there by Hirahara, who timed her tackle just at the point when Hanis lifted her stick to try and take that hit. And she did so well to just pick up the ball just before Hanis's stick came swinging down. Unfortunate for Japan, sorry, beg your pardon, for Malaysia at that point. And now we see the Japanese launching an attack. Nagai on the ball. Is this a goal? Unfortunate there once again for the Japanese. Worked very, very well. And Mano, who was scrambling to try and get to the ball, does well to flick it, but not enough power behind it, and the ball was knocked off to the side of the goal. And as you see, Ayuni requesting for time because she wants to adjust her equipment. Well, Ayuni has been having a good game so far, don't you think so, Nordin?
Yes, I think she's doing very well. Just that maybe the defense need to give her a bit more cover because
too many shots coming into her.
Is coming in.
Fuji. Nishimura. Acres of space there for Nomura, but not being able to control the ball. Japan on the offensive. Nobody there. Unfortunate for the Japanese. Once again, the direct attack doesn't seem to have resulted in anything spectacular. Noraini being pressed to the corner over here. We've got Giuliani trying to work the ball up on the left side. He's watched very closely there, but does well to get the ball to her teammates. Long ball by Siti Saad. Fuji. There you go with Fuji with one of her overhead flicks to Mano, but Mano couldn't control the ball. Giuliani trying to get the ball out. Fuji does well to control the ball and win it back for Japan. Mitsuhashi being fouled there. Free hit for Japan. The Malaysian girls are all waiting. None of them seem to be going in to close her down, allowing her to take that shot at goal. Japan. Matsuhashi. Noraini doing very well to keep the ball in possession. Then loses it. Giuliani. Good diagonal hit into the D. It's not picked up by any of the Japanese forwards there. Amarina. Well done. Linda on the ball. Asai controlling the ball in the corner. Gets the free hit because the last touch was from the Malaysian girl, Linda. Noraini looking for options, finds Amarina. Amarina to Siti Saad. Giuliani. Well, both teams still have a chance. The game still stands at 0-0. The Japanese there really closing down all the through passes, trying to cut off the pass so that the ball doesn't enter their D area. A quick free hit taken there.
Looking for a penalty corner.
Yes. But it's very, very well. Once again, like how Japan played against China, they played very. They do the flat stick tackles very well.
Yes.
And because the stick is so flat on the ground, it's very difficult to actually find the feet to create the penalty corner.
And the quickness of Japanese team regroup.
Yes.
They play as a unit, so you have to beat like 2, 3, 4 players.
That's true.
Yeah.
And that's one.
I think they need to go on counter, and if they are over run, then probably they will try to get a free hit outside the D. Stop the game and still keep possession.
That's right.
Instead, like this.
Well, it always amazes me at what whenever the Japanese team plays, they do a lot of communicating. Sometimes I wonder what exactly are they saying and whether they they can understand everything that's going on, because it almost seems like everyone's talking at the same time. Good steal there. Amarina doing well to save the occasion. Right.
I think it's not only just the communication. I think it's in the training, in the drill. They create the game situation. It's like day in day out kind of drill.
Yes.
So sometimes they don't have to say anything. They know what to do and where
Yes,
to
the
get
understanding
to
is already there. Well, the Japanese almost had an opportunity there when Noraini was overpowered and she lost the ball. But then Captain Amarina, who was in position to take the ball back, did well at that situation, and was able to get the ball back for Malaysia. Nishimori, Giuliani, Hanis, sends a line ball, but the ball just trickles out the sideline. And we have Sakaguchi, the team captain for Japan, who is about to take the pass. And she finds Asai. Asai looking for Nishimura. Nishimura trying to send the ball forward, not being able to connect with her forward in that particular situation. And we got now Amarina on the ball. Siti Sahat complaining, appealing against that decision by the umpire. The ball goes back to Japan. Amarina takes a tumble at the wrong time actually, and allows the Japanese team to advance forward. Once again, Japan on the attack. Nomura. Well done by the Malaysian defense. And there we have the half-time signal. The score stands at 0-0. Both these teams, Japan and Malaysia, putting in a great deal of effort to try and create opportunities. The Japanese seem to have a slight edge in terms of goal scoring opportunities compared to the Malaysians. And but the Malaysians have been defending extremely well, and I think coming into this game, the Japanese looked a little sharper last night when they were playing against China. Is it possible that they are a little bit tired from yesterday's game? What do you think, Nordin?
Yes, I think it can be. Maybe the rest time is a bit too short, but still I think they are still very sharp in their play.
Yes.
And I think more well drilled, as in terms of the attacking positioning and knowing what to do. I think that it's well drilled team. So and Malaysia, when they are attacking, it seems like they are more control of the game, but a slower pace. So that is the problem. I think they need to learn how to change the pace.
Yeah, and perhaps maybe have that quick burst of speed. And trying to find options. But there are many times when I noticed that the Malaysian players, in defense and in midfield, were trying to look for options. To get the ball up to the forwards. But there was not enough running off the ball by the forwards. Maybe because the Japanese have already crowded the place. It's so congested. Yeah. The Malaysian players couldn't find the space. But even when they did, there was one instance I remember seeing when on the left side here, Giuliani was trying to look for an option, but there was nobody there near the sideline to get the pass the ball to.
Yes.
So I think in situations like this, it can cause that slight delay of the player with the ball trying to find an option, but that causes the danger of losing the ball because the Japanese will pounce on her and she's You know, she might
Yeah,
be.
exactly. I think that's what I wanted to say also. And the other one, if they feel that they are alone, usually when we are alone, if we cannot go and take on 3-4 defenders, I think the best thing is to hold the ball or to get a free hit,
Right.
so that we can regroup again and
Yes.
start the reset the attack.
That's right. That's true. That's true. Well, we're just going to take a short break right now. The score stands at 0-0 between Japan and Malaysia. We are at the halftime break right now. We will be back in a short while to bring you more commentary for the second half of the game.
Do show your support.
Vandana up front. Nice series of passes there by the Indian players all the way to the Malaysian goal, and we have the first goal of the game. Well worked goal by the Indian players all the way from their half right down the left flank of the field, quickly moving into a goal scoring position. Alright, penalty corner for India. Poor stop there from Monica. Can they still get something from here? And it's a fantastic goal. And the Malaysians are unhappy. They are appealing once again against that goal, discussing whether or not it should be a goal. And To Lee Min stuck to her decision that it is a goal. Good evening, viewers. We are just about to start the second half of the game between Malaysia and Japan. This is match number 7 of the Women's Asian Champions Trophy right here in Singapore. My name is Gerard Denker. I'm commentating for this game, and with me is my colleague, Mr. Nordin Manaf, who is going to contribute the tactical and technical input into the teams that are playing right now. And we have Malaysia from left to right in blue, in possession of the ball right now. Amarina, team captain for Malaysia. Giuliani working the ball well along the sideline. Unfortunately, she has lost options. The Japanese coming back strongly with Nagai on the ball. Malaysia under pressure right now. Nagai trying to get the ball into the D. Falls down and loses possession of the ball, and the ball goes back to Malaysia. Giuliani, quick pass to Amarina, who's under pressure actually right now, and she loses the ball, but she does well to put pressure on the Japanese. And a mishit there, unfortunately for Malaysia, trying to regain their composure in that particular situation, and Fatin, desperate swing at the ball but loses possession. Amarina is beaten. Malaysia a little bit of a jam right now. There seem to be a bit of confusion in the defense.
Yeah, this is one of the weak area for the Malaysian team, which they are trying to. I know that they are going to try to work it out.
Yes.
Where they lose a lot of possession in midfield, and especially you play against a fast team like Japan, China. They are very strong. They control the midfield, so the turnover will be very fast.
That's true. Giuliani to Hazliza. Amarina on the ball. Well hit there by Amarina, and she found Hannes. A good knock on there by Nur Faiza to Hannes, and Hannes does well to win a free pass. Trying to work her way through. Stopped by Nishikori. Fazila. Nur Faiza. Does well. Miscommunication there by the Malaysian players. Unfortunate. A good effort by keeping the ball in possession. Fatin running all the way from defense to help her teammates at the right side of the field. Asai. Instruction there on Yuda. Yuda being told to pull the ball back to where the foul was committed. Asai on the ball. A good layoff there to the Japanese forward. Trying to work her way through the D. Amarina stands tall and blocks off that shot. Giuliani, the reverse hit, trying to get the ball out, but the ball comes back in. Ball's turned over to Malaysia. Amarina. Nur Faiza. Good hard cross into the Japanese D, but nobody on the other end to receive. Ball goes to Japan with Fuji.
Good pressure also from the defender, putting the attacker on the side down here, so that she is, if she can look up and pass the ball properly.
Right.
Yeah.
Asai. Good play there from Mano to back to Asai, allowing her to advance. A good cross. Not enough strength behind that ball. Shimizu, who tried her best to trap it, just couldn't get enough behind the ball, and eventually the ball just trickles out the back line. And back to back to Malaysia. Fazila does well. Good trap there. Pressure on the Japanese defender. Norazlin.
Good play.
Good work there. Can we see a cross? Yes, we do. But nobody on the other side. The ball is a little bit too far for Linda, because I think it took a slight deflection, and it's a ball to Malaysia. No, yes, it's to Malaysia. Linda takes it very, very quickly, but loses it as well. Asahi trying to find an option. Wins it back. Foul given to awarded to Malaysia. A good cross, unfortunately for Malaysia. And it's a penalty corner.
Yeah.
Would you like to explain, Anodin, what the penalty corner is for?
Yes, inside the 25, if there is any free hit, and everyone needs to be 5 meters away.
Right.
So Malaysian took a quick free hit, and the Japanese player was
Attempting to get to the ball.
Yeah, as long even though if they are inside the 5 meters, as long they do passive and be passive and don't no intention of tackling, it's okay.
Right.
Yeah, this one I think she wanted to try to channel her to the side.
I see.
So yes.
So she's influencing the movement. And
Good
here we have the
umpires,
first penalty corner for Malaysia. Siti Osman, the injector. Ball coming out. Amarina, good hit there from Amarina, and Malaysia scores.
I think that's what Malaysians should do. I think their best chance is getting these penalty corners.
Yes, exactly. And which was something that they couldn't do yesterday when they played against India. But that's right, listeners, you heard that. Siti Rohani is a name that's listed down in the match report. But on her jersey, it says Amarina. So just so that you don't get confused, I'm going to just use the name Amarina. But in any case, it's the same person, Siti Rohani, the captain of the Malaysian team, who just gave Malaysia the lead by converting that fantastic penalty corner hit. I thought the Japanese run-out was a little bit slow at that point, Nordin?
Yes, and it was a great diversion for her. She brought the ball to the right, so to beat the first runner, and she has more space to take a clear shot.
Right.
Yes.
And then the ball bounces, deflects off the Japanese goalkeeper Kageyama. It deflects off her pads and goes straight into the goal to give Malaysia the 1-0 lead. Asai trying to walk the ball back, and it goes out to the sideline. We got Rahima. Norazlin finds Linda. A very quick turn, and Linda earns a free hit for Malaysia. Norazlin trying to work the ball through. And it's a second goal for Malaysia. A stunning little one touch to change the direction of the ball. And I believe, well, we'll wait for the confirmation as who was the goal scorer. But it really caught the Japanese by surprise.
They are very good at this deflection, the Malaysian.
That's right, I agree, Nordin. And sometimes it's very difficult to judge where the ball's going to go.
Yes.
I think the Japanese were caught stunned by that second goal because everyone seemed to be standing and waiting for something to happen, allowing the Malaysians to capitalize on that space. The ball goes into the D, and then we have our little player number 2 from Malaysia, Noraini Rashid, who just changed the direction of the ball slightly, and you would have probably seen it on your screen that it just went off the side of the right foot of the Japanese goalkeeper Kagayama Megumi, and now we have Malaysia in the driver's seat. Score stands at 2-0 for Malaysia. And this is the third quarter. There's still a lot of time for the Japanese to come back, and I believe they will. As you can see right now, they are working their way into the Malaysian D. Fujiyama. Japan on the offensive. Now the Japanese have to work a bit harder.
I think because maybe she was on a pushing stance, and the Japanese thought that she cannot take shot at goal, and she made that push. Then one of the Malaysian touched the ball, so I think that's why they got caught.
Right.
Yeah, because I think they were waiting for the Malaysian to get the penalty corners.
Right. Probably they were waiting for her to turn as well.
Yes.
Hanis finding some space to move into the Japanese D. Can she get a reverse shot in? No, she doesn't have a space right now. She's going to try and work the ball round. She still gets a shot in. She didn't connect with the ball very well, but she did her best to try and get that shot in, and she did. Fuji with a long overhead flick, not beating Giuliani, and Japan on the offensive. Amarina does well to get the ball away. Giuliani. Amarina looking for a long ball, and she gets it to Giuliani. Giuliani does well to keep the ball in possession. Siti Saad loses possession, but Malaysia tries to get the ball back, but unfortunately she wasn't able to. Fuji on the ball on the right side of the field right now. Good dummy, but unfortunately didn't beat the Malaysian defense. Hasli Linda looking for option. Fuji sends it to Sakaguchi. Sakaguchi to Naito. Naito works the ball through, trying to look for an option. Well played there by the Malaysians, jumping out of the way but keeping the stick on the ground. I'm not quite sure what that foul was for because they were both Malaysians and there were no Japanese pressure. But at that point, in any case, the foul goes to Japan.
It was obstruction, I think, number 12 for Malaysian. Preventing,
Probably, yes.
preventing the
Japanese
Japanese
from going in,
getting,
okay.
getting the ball.
Alright, Japan with the free hit now. Cross again, but nobody there. Good attempt there by Nagai to try and get the ball into the Malaysian D, but no one on the receiving end to try and get the ball. The ball turned over to Malaysia now for a hit outside of their own D. Got Amarina. Nur Faiza trying to deflect the ball, but they get it back anyway.
That's better. Possession play.
That's right, and Amarina it took an eye off the ball at that point in time, and then the ball just trickled past her. Japan trying to work the ball up. Nothing comes of it. We're down to the last couple of seconds of the third quarter for Malaysia. Can they hold out? Siti Saad, reverse hit. Unfortunate there. Naito. We've got about 15 seconds to try and make something of this. If the Malaysians can just keep possession and hold on to the ball, Nur Faiza, and they do so. The ball in still Malaysia's possession. You've just heard the signal for the end of the third quarter of the game between Malaysia and Japan. Malaysia leads by 2-0. First goal by their captain, Amarina, who actually converted through a penalty corner, a very well worked penalty corner, to give them the 1-0 lead. And then after that, a field goal courtesy of Noraini Rashid from Malaysia, the number 2, who was in a good position, not to hit the ball but just to touch it and change the slight deflection on the ball, causing the ball to be out of the reach of the Japanese goalkeeper Kageyama Megumi. So we have a short break right now for a few minutes while both teams are soaking in the technical advice from their coaches. As you can see, Coach Dharma telling his players to focus, be alert at the back, don't give them any space. There are a couple of situations where the Malaysian defense is taking a lot of chances to move the ball very close in their own quarter, nearly losing it a couple of times as well.
Yeah, that's the area I think they need to be careful, because these Japanese players they are very quick, and for suddenly they are right in front of you getting the ball. Yeah,
that's right. And I think you just don't want to see Malaysia losing possession of the ball in situations like that and allowing the Japanese to score through their own mistakes rather than sheer brilliance in their style of play. Alright viewers, we're back for the final quarter of this game between Malaysia and Japan. For those of you who just joined us, good evening. Welcome to game match 7 of the Women's Asian Champions Trophy between Malaysia and Japan, and Malaysia at this point leads by 2-0. Some excellent work by the Malaysians. The Japanese trying to work the ball. Good hard hit there, but then I think the ball just trickled in by the ball picker, and the umpire had to blow for a bully.
Yes.
That's something that you don't see very often.
And now they change also, Denka.
Just once,
Yeah, usually
Yeah.
used to have 3 times.
3 times, yes.
And probably they felt that it will take a longer time, like delay the game and change to 1.
Yeah, and then on top of that, when it's 1, you don't know when to actually start, and that's
Yeah.
exactly what happened just now.
Yeah, but usually what will happen is because Malaysian had the last possession.
Right.
Sometimes they'll just tap and they pass the ball to
give it
them.
back
Yeah,
to
but
them.
yeah, for
Yeah,
sportsmanship.
that's true. This is for sportsmanship. Hard tackle there on Hasliza, but she does well to keep the ball in possession. Giuliani, hard sweep into the D. A very, very good deflection there by the Malaysians. A little bit too high, I must say, when the ball just sailing over the goalpost of Kageyama's crossbar.
The Malaysian moving the ball very well and force the Japanese to stay in the middle of the pitch.
That's right. I think the Japanese are getting a little bit frustrated right now because they can't seem to break down the Malaysian defense, and the opportunities that they had to score, they haven't actually created that many to start with. But even on those few opportunities that they had, they didn't actually create anything, dangerous, so to
Yes.
speak. And then having a fantastic form by Ayuni Farah, the Malaysian goalkeeper, to keep the ball out of her goal has made it very, very much more difficult for the Japanese to even look at scoring their first goal. Well tackled there. I think the Malaysians are now on fire. As you can see, they are moving much more confidently, and at the same time working the ball on the left side. You have Nosharina who's surrounded by 3, maybe 4 Japanese players, but yet managed to get the ball from her half of the field all the way to the Malaysian half, to the Japanese half. And then you see a slip by Fuji to the ground, giving Hanis an opportunity to tap the ball into her to create the penalty corner. So now we have another penalty corner for Malaysia. This is their second penalty corner. They converted the first one. Can they convert the second? We saw Amarina, the team captain, convert the first penalty corner, and now we have Hanis. She does exactly the same thing as she did in the earlier penalty corner. The ball hits number 11 of the Japanese team, Nomura, in the foot. As you can see, she's limping slightly because
And
the ball.
she does it very nicely, very fluent. That one move, and it's like a one move, one
Right.
motion. Yeah.
Hanis getting ready to push out the ball. Faiza on the trap. I think there was an obstruction call there. The Japanese on a quick counter attack, trying to look for, and they are already in the Malaysian half. Poor control there by the Japanese number 8 Mano, giving the ball back to Hanis. Hanis does well to turn her opponent. No Faiza on the right flank. Faiza does well to earn the free hit for Malaysia. We've got Hasliza. Amarina. Fatid. Good work there by the Malaysian number 4 Nurul. Finds Fatin again. Faiza does well to win the ball back. We have Fatin on the ball. 10 minutes to go for Malaysia to come away with their first win of the competition. Let's see if they can hold out. They're doing well. They have been putting the pressure on the Japanese in this last couple of minutes. Ball goes in to the Japanese D. Mano on the ball, looking for options. Good work there by Hazliza. I beg your pardon, by Fazila.
I think Malaysia will try to slow down the game and get a lot of free hits and maybe get hold the ball, keep the possession.
Yeah, you're probably right, Nordin. Because now the Japanese play on, and ball cleared off the line there by Ayuni, the Malaysian goalkeeper. The Japanese seem to be running out of ideas.
Yeah, it was a wasted
opportunity.
Chance. Yeah, opportunity.
And the umpire has reversed the decision because the Japanese player failed to take the free hit from the actual spot where the foul was committed. Amira.
Yes. And she need to stop the ball. Stationary ball.
Right. Nur Faiza does well to turn with the ball. Looking for a way. Good tackle there. But there was a stick check there by Mano on Nur Faiza, causing her to lose control of the ball. Well done there. And there was an intentional stick check there from Asai. The Japanese players appealing that she was shielding the ball, but the decision from the umpire stands. It was an intentional stick check from the Japanese player number 3, Asai, and they have earned, Malaysia has earned themselves another penalty corner. This is Malaysia's 4th penalty corner. Will they change the set piece? Seems like it. There's a different group of people now. A different group of players. Linda trapping the ball. Unfortunate there for Malaysia. I don't think the penalty corner came out as well as they wanted it to.
Yes, I think they wanted to do a spin, and the second flicker will try to flick the ball, but the spin was okay, but it wasn't dead.
Right.
Yeah. But if you can see based on the penalty corner, the Malaysian kept all the senior players at the back.
Right.
Yes.
And
so I think they will try to slow down and wanting to keep this lead.
Yes, and probably knowing that the Japanese are very quick on the counter attack.
Yes.
They don't want to get caught
Exactly.
at the back. So all the senior guys are waiting at the back.
It's either that or they are dead tired.
Yeah, that's true. Yes, one or the other.
But I think probably the first one.
Japan has about less than 7 minutes to try and turn this game around. It's going to be very, very tough because the Malaysians have worked so hard to get this 2-goal advantage. I'm very sure they're not just going to give it away. So they're going to make sure that they work hard to keep the ball in possession and try not to overdo it, so that they will be able to come away with their first win of the competition. Giuliani. Good turn there by Giuliani. Does well and sends the ball out the sideline. Unfortunate there, Nico. Harihara, they overpowered Amarina. Looking for support. Gets it from Noraini. Giuliani. Noraini there. Back to Giuliani. Good ball down the sideline there by Fatin. Trying to look for a forward.
And good play also. They are trying to hold the ball so that the Japanese players come up
Right.
and get the ball from them.
Yeah, but
and
what's happening is that Japan is only pushing one player forward and the rest of them are sitting back. Maybe, you know, that they need to, like you say, come forward a bit more.
Yep.
They have nothing to lose in the sense that they've got only 5 minutes left of play. The Malaysians still in control of the ball. Siti Osman does well to earn a free hit for Malaysia just outside the Japanese D. We have Noraini on the ball. Quick deflection into the D there by Siti Saad, but no one there to receive it. And there you have Giuliani, who was pushing the Japanese player from behind, and she gets a 2-minute.
Yellow card.
Oh, she gets a yellow card.
Yeah.
Okay, so she gets to sit out a bit longer. The Malaysians are now playing with 10 players. Good turn there by Nishimura.
I think she shouldn't have done that because it was still safe, you know, in the middle of the field.
There was no need for that to happen, yes. Difficult now, Naito. This is a good moment for the Japanese, trying to get a goal. So the Malaysians do a very good job in keeping the ball out of their goal. But the Japanese are really turning the screws right now, and hopefully the Malaysian girls can maintain their composure to try and keep the ball at bay. Good steal there from one of the Malaysian players.
I think she will hold the ball and go to the corner.
Yes, Zafira. Zafira does very well. The ball for Malaysia. Mansur. I beg your pardon, Hazliza on the ball now. 3 minutes left of play. Malaysia trying to keep the ball away from their half. Zafira a little overzealous there and trying to get the ball, and ball goes back to Japan. Good work by the Japanese, a good series of passes, shot at goal. Well saved there by Ayuni. She was surrounded by 3 Japanese players and no Malaysian defenders inside.
Yes. But the Japanese player didn't get a clean shot.
Correct, she didn't get a clean shot. Naito tried to throw the ball out the sideline. Now the pressure is getting a little higher for the Malaysians because time is running out for the Japanese, and they are really pressing hard. As you can see, they're all playing in the Malaysian half right now, and they are there, and the Malaysian girls are trying their best to keep the Japanese at bay. Amarina does well. Throw the ball out the sideline. But the Malaysian girls must maintain their composure. They must try their best not to allow the Japanese into the D, like in that instance. It's a free hit just outside the semicircle. Good work there by Hanis. He does well. Well, she should have thrown the ball out the side actually. I think she was trying to look for a pass.
Correct.
Well,
she could have just hold the ball too.
Yeah, hold the ball a bit longer, yeah. She was doing so well at that point. And now we're going to get another card.
trying to, yeah, she was trying to waste
play
the
for
time.
time.
Yeah.
And then you can see the Chinese umpire Liu Xia-ying has none of it. She suspects that the Malaysian player was trying to waste time by juggling the ball, which was totally unnecessary actually. In any case, we got less than a minute left. The Japanese trying their best to work the ball into, and there's an obstruction there. Free hit outside the D, 30 seconds to go. Well, I believe that there's not enough time for the Japanese to win this game or even draw it. They might get a goal, but with only 20 seconds left, it's very difficult to say. As you can see there, another attempt that's gone astray for the Japanese. All right, with 15 seconds, less than 15 seconds to go. And at this point, ladies and gentlemen, the Malaysians seem ready to celebrate their first win of the competition, and they have done it. An excellent game by the Japanese girl, by the Malaysian girls, winning this game 2-0. First goal coming through a penalty corner from the captain Amarina, and the second goal, a field goal by player number 2, Noraini Rashid. The Malaysians played extremely well to keep the Japanese at bay. The Japanese started the game with a lot of pressure, pushing up high, trying to get the ball into the penalty corner situations. But unfortunately for them, the Malaysians were all prepared for it. And their goalkeeper, Ayuni Farah Yaya, was doing a fantastic job to keep a clean slate for this game. And she's done that right through to the end of the game, with Malaysia coming away with their first win of the competition, the Women's Asian Champions Trophy against Japan, coming away with a 2-0 win. Good win for Malaysia. They have been progressing in a very, very positive way from day one all the way till now, working very, very hard to try and make a mark in this competition. Well, we'll see that we have another game after this, and that will be between Korea and China. And that game will take place at 8 o'clock. So if you are excited about this Women's Asian Champions Trophy competition as I am, I'm sure you will join me to watch how this game will turn out between Korea and China. Now that's at 8 o'clock in about half an hour or so. So do join us, and we'll be back for some more exciting field hockey activities and tactics that you will see from the two different teams here, Korea and China. Both teams are in a position to get to the top 4, but at the same time they have to continue to play well so that they can move up with the points as well as with the competition. So this I'm going to just stop here, and I'm going to end off, and we'll be back at about 8 o'clock to bring you the commentary for the game between Korea and China. I'd like to thank my my co-host, Mr. Nordin Manaf, for his technical and tactical input, and myself, Gerard Denker, your commentator for this competition. I'll be back at 8 o'clock. Stay with us.
Sometimes get a threatening all the time. I put myself on the corner and I get stuck in Yeah. Yeah.
You got a hammer? You got the one? No, what do you think? 17? Good man. So now we so the game's like so they'll just put poses on it.
just asked me. But his mother wants to come here. He said he's got some problem, right? Yeah. Why is your problem? I don't know.
press it too early?
I think I actively press when I put the mic on.
Okay. It's a cut, but that's okay. Plug your camera in, mate. There's an air duct. Microphone's turned on. So we'll stand by that for about 5 minutes at 10:2. We're going to re-spray the water. Okay. So as soon as they stop spraying, you've got to just give it a quick clean and just run back to the start. They probably hose for about 2 minutes. It's been ready to run. Side, probably pound left and actually, at the end of tonight, I want to bring the cameras back and just plug them in because there's a setting change I want. I want to turn on, there's like an anti-fog setting we can turn on, which might help with the defogging. And also, this camera is a bit wider angle than the other one, maybe it's a setting that we have to change. The camera, you guys need more food or you okay? Yeah? Yeah?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Women's Asian Champions Trophy in Singapore. The match between Korea and China will start in a couple of minutes. From Korea, the team lineups we have number 1, Lee Sora, 2, Park Mi-rin, 3, Lee Yeon-nok, 4, Seo Jong-un, 5, Park Mi-yeon, 6, Lee Yu-rin, 7, Cho Yun-ji, 8, An Hyo-joo, 10, Cho Yun-kyung, 13, Jeon Soo-hee, 14, Hong Yoo-jin, 16, Han Mi-jin, 17, Kim Seo-young, 18, Cha Yi-so, 19, Cho Hee-jin, 20, Kim Hyun-ji, 22, Park Hee-jin, 2. 23, Baek Lee-so. And the coach for Korea, we have Hong Kyung-so. From China, we have number 2, Oh Zi-xia. 3, Shai Fo. 4, Zhang Ying. 6, Zhang Lijia. 7, Guo Zhu. 8, Zhou Yu. 9, Xu Wenyi. 10, Shen Yang. 11, Yuan Meng. 12, Zhu Yifan. 13, Li Hong. 18, Dong Dan Yang. 20, Chong Meng Ling. 21, Zhong Jiaqi. 25, Fang Wenli. 29, Chang Qinrong. 30, Ouyang Huarui. And 32, we have Yu Yaran. And the coach from China, we have Wang Haijun. Umpiring to this game, we have from Japan, Junko Wagatsuma, and from Malaysia, Ayu Zainuddin. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthems. First up, the national anthem of Korea.
All right, good evening, viewers. We are back again to the Women's Asian Champions Trophy right here at the Sengkang Stadium in Singapore. We are just about to witness match number 8 of the competition between Korea and China. Both these teams are fighting to secure their spots for the final rounds. And China, who just lost yesterday to Japan, cannot afford to lose this game. They need to win it in order for them to have a good chance to qualify. And as you can see, the Koreans are also looking to continue their winning streak. Right now, they have played against Malaysia. They beat them 5-2, and they also beat, I beg your pardon, well, I'll bring you the updates in just a short while, but as the game it's just started, we will continue with the commentary for the game. My name is Gerard Denker, your commentator for this evening, and I have with me the technical and tactical input from a good friend of mine who is one of the national coaches here in Singapore. He goes by the name of Mr. Nordin Manaf. Welcome, Nordin, to the game.
Yes, thank you.
As you can see, the Koreans are in possession of the ball. Cho trying to get the ball out of her D. Nicely working the ball up on the right flank. A little bit too far for the Korean forward.
Hopefully today we can see a better end-to-end start by these two teams.
That's right, Nordin. China, who had to play, who was playing against, who played their game yesterday, had a very, very tough game, and unfortunately for them, they came away with a loss.
Hopefully they can improve their play and show the true colors.
That's
because
right.
They have not been playing
as well as they should be. As you remember, in their first game against Malaysia, they were down 1-0, but they had to claw their way back and eventually won the game 3-1. Then yesterday, they were up against Japan, and they were put under the same kind of pressure that Japan put Malaysia under in the earlier game this evening. But the Chinese were not able to come out of their game against Japan, and they eventually lost the game 2-0. And we saw Malaysia play Japan just now, and Malaysia, who worked really, really hard to secure the first win of the competition, and they came away with their win over Japan with a score of 2-0. And if the Chinese doesn't win this game today, there's a chance that they will be overtaken for the top 4 positions for this Saturday's third and fourth and finals. Korea working into the Chinese D. Ball to Korea, turned over. A very stern umpire telling the players to leave the ball alone after the whistle has been blown. Kiju off to Lee. Lee working the ball on the left flank. Finds Hyoju. Hyoju throws it back to Mirim. Mirim misses that push. Yuan Ming working the ball in, trying to look for an option. Try to lay off to her forward. A good attempt there by China to try and secure the first goal, but they get a long corner. A quick hit into the D. Jung Yun trying to work the ball out. Korea gets the ball away. The Korean number 13, Soo Ki, unfortunately wasn't able to stop that ball. Sun Chao, the team captain for China. Jung Yun. Hyunji. A stick check there from
Foot.
I beg your pardon, it was a foot on Hyunji.
Good pressing from China.
That's right, Wan Lee with a quick pass to the right. Chen Yang being overpowered there, but the ball goes back to China. Chen Yang on the ball. Takes on her players, but loses possession. Good tackle from China, number 2. Yunji. And lost control. Good pressure there from China. Quick counter attack. Good support there from the number 25. China in the Korean D, trying to look for a shot. A good flat tackle there by the Koreans, managing to smother the ball out of the D.
The Koreans making too many unforced error.
Yes, that's right. And I think if they keep this up, then they're going to find themselves one goal behind. The Chinese obviously know that they have to win this game after losing to Japan yesterday. So we're going to see some very hard action from the Chinese players. Yunji to Lee on the left defense. Does well to get the ball into the D, but there was a dangerous ball there by the Korean forward, and China on the offensive. A good ball there to the Chinese number 18. Dan Yang trying to work her way through. Being asked to pull back the ball by the umpire. It comes off the foot of the Korean player. A hard cross, well anticipated there by the Korean defense. Mirim trying to look for an option. Finds one in Urim. Yunji works the ball out to the side, and there you can see a series of passes by the right back and the right midfielder. It seems so far that China seems to have a little bit more of the action in the D of the Koreans, but unfortunately nothing so far. China with the ball. A good trap there by Urim. Wen Yu. Good running by the Chinese forwards. Korean goalkeeper Bae Sura forced to come into action to clear the ball. Yunji.
Yes, much better play from the Chinese forwards.
That's right.
Especially their one touch.
I think they when they played against Japan, the game that they lost 2-0, they were not given that much chance to really come forward.
Yes.
And so they were sitting back, just trying to keep the Japanese at bay. But this game is a bit more open, as you can see. It's a lot more opportunities to run forward, a lot more opportunities to try and shoot at goal.
Yes, you are right. Probably today's match is more even if you compare like yesterday.
Right.
Yeah, the Japanese has more possession,
That's true.
and the China team allow them to control the game.
Jung Yun. Back to Yunji. Lee. Hard line ball. It went off the sideline, unfortunately. Wen Yu. Looking for options. Finds one in Chen Yang. Chen Yang trying to send the ball in. Gets blocked off. But it's still China. Good work there from the Korean defense on Chin Rong. Sun Chao for China. A good block there from Sun Chao. Lee Hong trying to work her way through, but she got blocked down by the Korean defense. Korea on the offensive now. Xiao Yong trying to find options, but unfortunate for her, she was closed down very quickly by the Chinese players. Wen Yu. Wan Lee trying to find Wen Yu, but failed to do so. China's ball. Ming Ling trying to look for options, but took a bit too long.
That was a good
Yun
turn.
Kyung trying to find space, working the ball into the D. Nobody there. The ball hits a foot. Goes out by gets thrown out by the Chinese player. Mirim. Yunji.
I think you are right saying that the Chinese team playing better today
Yeah.
due to have more opportunity coming up forward.
Right. Wan Lee losing the ball, giving it back to Korea. Mirim with a good throw into the Chinese D, but unfortunately no one on the other end to meet the ball. The score still stands at 0-0 for both Korea and China, and we are into the match 8 of the Women's Asian Champions Trophy at the Sengkang Stadium in Singapore. We are just about to another 3 minutes more of the first quarter to play out. Guo Chiu trying her best to get to the ball. There was Yusol who tried to stop the ball, but there was a dangerous situation. Wen Yu. Wan Lee. Good work there by Wan Lee. Looking for Lee Hong.
That was calmly done by the defender,
That's right.
getting the ball out of the D.
Good block there by Sun Chao. Good drag, good work there. Sun Chao. Sitia. Foul by Yusol from Korea. Sitia on the ball. To Sun Chao. Hard work there by the Chinese players. Well defended by the Koreans. Yusol Beck couldn't control that ball. Good tackle. Well done by China. Tia Chi looking for option. Tia. Quick series of passes. Well, that ball should have gone to the left. There was a free Chinese player there. Good control by the Chinese number 6, Li Tia.
Yes, but can you see how the Chinese pressure the Korean defense, keeping the ball in their 25?
That's right. Sitia looks for Yuan Ming. Park Mirim. Yunji. Hyoju working the ball on the left of the field, trying to get into the Chinese D. Draws the goalkeeper out, but unfortunately, no Koreans there to press down on that ball. A slight. And there we have the hooter for the first quarter. That's right, Korea and China still 0-0. Both teams are right now. Both teams are now going out for a few minutes for a quick water break, as well as for some coaching tips from their coaches. Perhaps maybe a change of strategy, tactical. So Nordin, what is your take of the first quarter so far?
I think first quarter is this China team is slightly playing better.
Yeah.
Maybe the Korean not settled down yet, but it's the Chinese dominating the game.
Right.
And I think because they pass and they run to position, they pass. That means they're playing as a unit.
That's right.
You know, instead of just going 1v1.
Right.
So really catches the Korean defense flat-footed.
That's right, and you can see that the game is actually, the pace of the game is really fantastic. I mean, both teams are just running and running and running. That's the thing about teams like Korea, China, and Japan. The skill level, the dribbling skills level may not be as high as perhaps maybe the Malaysians or the Indians, but they dominate games simply because of just keeping to the basics.
Basics, and
Passing.
they do it at the top speed.
That's right, you know, trapping the ball and running into space, offering for options, and just working on set pieces and just running off the ball. There's a lot of running off the ball, and at the same time, even in tight situations, you don't get to see a very large display of skills.
Yeah.
You know, they protect the ball, wait for options, and then when the options arrive, they just lay the ball off. That's basically what many of the teams like China, Japan, even Korea, tend to do. But they do it very well, and that's one of the reasons why they are such great powerhouses of field hockey. You don't specifically need to have skill in terms of being the best. You can be the best with good tactical knowledge, fitness, strength, as well as set pieces, which is what both these teams have been drilled to do.
And they are able to do at a top speed, so that is the key. Like Malaysian, their skills are very good, but
Yes.
I think they are one step down. That's why I think they was finding it difficult to
Manage the pace.
Yes.
Right. And we've just had the umpire's decision for the first penalty corner for Korea. They've done very well to work the ball from the left flank of the field and switching it off to the right side and working the ball into the Chinese D. And now we see Korea getting ready for their first penalty corner. Koreans are trying to decide what set piece to use. Good push out. Nice low drag flick.
Oh, unfortunate.
Do you want to explain what that green card was for, Nordin?
I think because she played the ball after the whistle to not to let the Chinese team to start an early start.
I see, to start out the game.
Because
I
the
see.
ball hit probably her foot or something for the infringement.
Right. So it was more like a delay tactic.
Yes.
Danyang trying to get to the ball.
Sometimes after a free hit, you are not allowed to touch the ball.
Right.
Yeah, more than you push the ball away. Yeah, so that's what happened, I guess.
Good ball there to the Chinese number 10, Chen Yang. but unfortunately it was a little bit too far. Sitia trying to sweep the ball to Chen Yang on the right hand side here. We got Cha on the ball. Well trapped by Cao Yu. Zheng Yun trying to switch across to Park Ki-ju, but it was a bit too far for her, and the ball goes out and it's turned over to China. Li Hong. Trying to get out of that tight corner over there. Li Hong still can't get out of the corner. The Koreans are defending very well. Yuan Ming working the ball through. The ball goes, it's turned over to Korea with Yoonji. Cha looking for an option. A good effort from Cha to try to work the ball from left side all the way across the field and losing it in the middle of the field. Yuan Ming, good skill from her. And the ball hits Eugene. Well defended by the Koreans. A bit too much to the left, and the
Yes,
ball
I just
gone
wanted
up.
to say nice work for getting the ball out of the corner.
Sitia off to the left side of the field. Litia under pressure. Litia, nice hard hit. A bit too quick for Li Hong, who tried to make an attempt to run across to the sideline to pick up that ball. Yoonji under pressure. Throws the ball out for safety. China. Good hit there to the number 4. Sitia. Oh, the Chinese players are all up except for one. Let's hope that they are able to keep possession, because a quick counter attack will be a tough thing for them to try and slow down. Good work there, Yusol. Cha. Yoonji. Yusol. Yoonji, good pass there from Yoonji. And the ball comes off the Korean player. Good work from Che. Unfortunate there for Korea. Sanchoa gets the ball back for China. Well, the Koreans have managed to get the ball into the Chinese D, trying to look for a way a shot at goal, maybe even a penalty corner. But then the ball comes out for China. China on a quick counter attack. China on offensive. Guo Tiu, hard hit into the Korean D. It was blocked very nicely there. Cha, a reverse hit, trying to get the ball out. Chen Yang. The other ball is rolling off the field, so there are two hockey balls on the field right now. Chen Yang to take the free hit again. He's taking the hit in from the side. Good quick series of passes there. Good attempt there by China's Guo Tiu, who had to lunge forward to the ground to try and strike the ball and throw it into the goal. A little bit too high and off target actually, but it was a good attempt nonetheless.
Yeah, she was the first one to react on the loose ball.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yunji. Haijin, good transfer all the way to the right side of the field. Looking for Hyunji. Turnover to China. Chia Chi trying to get past the marker. Korea gets the ball. Quick attack there from Korea. Yeonok tried to send the ball into the Chinese D, but it was blocked out by Sang Ching. Good interception there from China. Difficult ball there, but well stopped by Chow Yu. Xia. Shan Chuo. Xia once again. A frustrated Chia Chi, who was pushed from the back by the Korean defender. There's a free hit for China now. Wen Yu finds Shan Chuo. Cross, didn't connect well. And Korea is coming out with Xiao Yong. Good pass there by Wen Yu.
Slight poor technique. When
Right.
she wanted to beat the defenders, probably she should go further, go around.
Right.
Yeah. If
Instead of staying too
yeah,
close.
Yeah, they are too good with the flat stick tackle.
Xia Chi.
That was a
Oh,
good
well
pass.
deflected there to the number 5. Chow Yu making an effort to get to the ball, and she does well to get it. Shot at goal. Oh, unfortunate there for Chen Yang. Well, she had a back to the goal. She had to estimate where the goalpost was. But good shot at goal, but unfortunately it was pretty far off.
I like her play because she purposely let the ball out of the sideline and the 25, and
Right.
she stopped and she played and forcing the Korean to tackle her, and she will get a short corner.
Right.
Yeah, luckily that the defender didn't commit.
Yi Dan. Stopped there by the Korean defender, number 4. Jong Yun looking for Yusol. Yusel working the ball into the D. Well defended by the Chinese defenders. San Chuo managing to get his stick in the way to knock the ball out for a corner to Korea. Korea's free hit. Send the ball back. Yoonji does well, looks for Lee on the left defense. Ouch. Unfortunate there for Lee Hong. The ball hits her in the body. The umpire says no. Zainuddin Ayu, the umpire from Malaysia, says no, foul to Korea.
I think it was a deflection
By their own player, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Jung Yun looking for Yusol. Yusol trying to turn, trying to get the chance to push the ball into the Chinese D. China does well to defend that attack, and now the ball goes back to China with Chang Ying on the ball. China on the offensive, now they have a chance to score. Alright, they're out now. Koreans are outnumbered 3-2. Across, well cut off there. No, the ball is still in play. Oh, and that's the goal for China. Fantastic effort, determination from these Chinese forwards to make sure that the ball gets into the goal. As you saw, the Korean goalkeeper Bae So-ra was caught on the floor, on the ground, and the ball got stuck under her pads, I believe, and it didn't go out. And so the Chinese decided that that they were going to put more pressure, and they were able to secure that goal. We're going to wait for the confirmation as to who was the goal scorer in that situation. But as it stands, China is leading by 1-0.
Yes, the Koreans were caught 3v2 against the Chinese. So it was like an advantage for them.
That's right. And there you heard it, Chang Jinrong from China, player number 29, who managed successfully to flick the ball into the goal. The ball hitting the side post and then knocking it straight into the goal for the first goal of the game between China and Korea. China leads by 1-0.
Sometimes when a player gets a card, especially a green card, and I don't think they are supposed to stop the time. But
Right.
if she delays, it can be a yellow card.
I
That
see.
means she has to, when the whistle blown, she's supposed to go automatically to the side.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, if she stay on the pitch and delay,
It gets upgraded.
Yeah.
Zhang Xing. A nice long ball there from Sijia.
That was a good move by the forwards. She came in front to receive the ball.
That's right. And that's the hooter for the end of the second quarter, which is the halftime now. And both the teams are going to go out for a 10-minute break. At halftime, we have China leading by a score of 1-0. The Koreans will have to come back and try and get back into this game. The Koreans have been doing fairly well so far in the competition, but at the same time, they cannot afford to go away with a loss of this game because it may affect their position later on in the competition. But at this point in time, China, all right, it's China, player number 29, who is Zhang Jinrong, who scored a field goal. The Chinese overpowering the Koreans with an outnumbered 3-on-2, and the Chinese were able to capitalize on the defensive error, allowing the Koreans to pedal back, trying to get the ball out unsuccessfully. With the Chinese pressure, the ball ends up in the net from the stick of the player number 29. So now, ladies and gentlemen, it's half time. So Nordin and I will just take a quick break and we'll be back for the second half commentary. Thank you. Cao Yu, surrounded by two Japanese players, trying to get the ball, and she loses the ball. What a dangerous place to lose the ball. It's an offensive, number 9, Japan, and it's a goal from the Japanese, number 9, Nagai Hazuki.
I guess the goal was coming.
Yes, and it was a costly error. All right, Nishimura getting ready to inject. As you can see, the Japanese battery shifting to the right. Quick shot there, well saved first time, but not the second, as we have the Chinese goalkeeper Yu Yaran on the ground smothering the first shot, but on the rebound she couldn't do anything to stop the ball from going into the goal to give Japan their second goal of the game.
So that you can go and participate in the competition in Malaysia in a week or so. So come on, let's do our part to help them out. You don't get to give the money for fun. You get a bottle of water for the dollar that you put in there, right? So come on, girls, bring the bottles, go around, talk to the people, Singaporeans, other nationalities. You're all very nice people. I'm sure that you guys will be able to afford $1 of water. If you scream and shout during the game, you're going to get very thirsty. So scream and shout more, get more thirsty, buy more water, send these girls up to Malaysia. Thank you very much.
Do I have a choice? I made the announcement for you.
His goalkeeper who did well,
I agree with.
it able to turn around and China. Korea's down to the entire, in terms now. China, perhaps maybe she saw the Korean defense. They see keeping the Koreans there from Yun Kyung. Letting especially don't lose any more points.